Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. I am doing very well. Today is the first day of my spring break. I am so excited to have a week off of work. It's going to be a good week. I'm hoping this week is going to be filled with some rest and relaxation, some catching up on YouTube and Instagram, some cleaning and organization, some working with the worms, and maybe some hanging out with my children because they are going to be on break this week with me as well. That already sounds like a lot, doesn't it? I always start the week out with such optimism about all that I'm going to accomplish, and the week flies by in like a second. And on Sunday night, Easter Sunday, I'm just going to be crying because it's over and I'm evaluating what I actually accomplished versus what I thought I would accomplish. And I know that walking into this week that this is all about to happen. And yet I'm still like, it's going to be perfect. I'm going to fix my whole life and it's going to be amazing. Anyways, this is my monthly update for Pan in Every Palette. This hashtag, Pan in Every Palette, was originally created by Lady Pansalot over on Instagram. At the time, I think she had 16 palettes without Pan, and her goal was to hit Pan in all of them. So she was kind of working on all 16 at the same time. And she had hit that goal. And for a long time, she did have Pan in Every palette. And then recently she bought some new palettes. So I think she's back in this project working on it again. I've been doing this project for a long time. It is a marathon, not a sprint. And I have been tracking my usage goals to see how long it takes me to hit Pan on these little suckers. Because I can guarantee you, whatever you think it's going to be, it's pretty much double that for me. I'm working on 3 palettes at a time. 2 of them are face palettes and 1 of them is an eyeshadow. And I don't have any new Pan for today. I also track my Pan percentage in these monthly updates. And the point of that is that if my goal is to have Pan in every palette, I want to see how close I am to getting there. It's going to be a while. I not only did not hit any Pan in the 3 palettes in this project, but I haven't hit any new Pan in any palettes that don't have Pan in the past month. I have hit a couple Pans in the past month, but they were either in single products, or they were in products that already have Pan. So my Pan percentage remains at 7.4%. One day I might get to 100%. If I keep doing what I'm doing, I think I will get to 100%. But I hope you guys are all around still to see it. I hope we're all around and loving makeup when I finally get 100% Pan percentage. That would be really cool. I will be a little old lady. We will all be little old ladies. But yeah, I hope we're all around to see me eventually get to 100% Pan percentage. Whew, I don't even want to think about that. Let me show you what I've been doing with the 3 palettes in this project and how many uses I got over the past month. Okay, I like to rank these from least used to most used. The palette that I used the least was the eyeshadow palette. This is my Too Faced Razzle Dazzle Berry palette. It's not that I don't love the shadow. I love it very, very much, but I'm panning a lot of eyeshadows and I try to split my time evenly amongst them during the month. I'm trying to hit Pan on this shade right here, and I was able to use it 4 more times over the past month, which is pretty good. I've had a lot of months that weren't that good. I apply this shade with my finger all over my eyelid, and as you can tell, I'm kind of aiming right there with my finger. I still feel like I'm several months away from hitting Pan, but I'm glad I was able to use it 4 times over the past month. The palette that I've been using the next most is my BH Cosmetics Dark Rose palette. I've really been enjoying the blushes in this palette, and I've been reaching for them a lot. And let me open it up so you can see it. I'm kind of splitting my time between these 2 shades. I have another blush that's kind of like, I have another bold pink blush in a different project, so I haven't reached for this one at all. I totally would, but I have another bold pink in another project. So I'm kind of bouncing mostly with this one, and then occasionally when my look absolutely needs this dusty or rosy shade, I go for this one. So I used this peachier shade 12 times over the past month, and I used this dusty one, is it 3 or 4? I can't remember. Shoot. 3 times over the past month. So all in all, I used these 2 shades for half of the month, which is pretty good. I tried to split my time, and if I used it half of the month, I feel that's pretty good. I wouldn't say I'm getting a dip, but I am kind of focusing my blush brush over here more, and it's looking more worn over there. This is a pretty powdery formula, and so I'm able to pick up quite a bit just tapping my brush over the pan. But I have no idea how deep these pans are. I have no idea how long it's going to take me, and we'll see. But I've really been enjoying these blushes. This is one of those palettes that, one, it had never been used even once before I rolled it into this project. None of the shades had ever been used. And I want to say it was a gift with purchase, or it was an impulse buy at checkout that from the clearance section, something like that. And as a result, it was a palette that I didn't really have a strong emotional attachment to, and I had considered decluttering. Like, theoretically, if I was going to declutter a palette, maybe this would be a good one. And you know, I'm really enjoying it. And that's why I don't declutter anything ever, because you never know what gems you're gonna find from a palette if you've never used it. And so I'm just validating my hoarding tendencies, but I have been really enjoying this palette a lot. I haven't touched any of the eyeshadows at all yet, and I haven't touched this blush, but these 2 blushes are delightful. I'm not wearing it today, but obviously I've worn it quite a bit over the past month. And the palette that I used the most was my Tarte Clay Play Volume 2. I must have been on my A game with tracking usages this past month, because I logged in 29 uses with this over the past month, which is pretty much every day. It's possible I missed a day, but last month was February, so maybe I did track every usage. Basically, I did my makeup every day, and I used this every single day. I kind of thought I might have pan by this update, but I don't. I do think I'll have pan by next month, though. Can you see that sidewall and how far down it's gone? It's really hard to see, but if you look at that sidewall, I think that's the best measure of my progress. I've mentioned this several times before, but when I was a little girl, I had a Winnie the Pooh scratch and sniff book that I cherished. Like, I scratched and sniffed it until all the sniff was gone. And this smells exactly like the honeysuckle sticker in my Winnie the Pooh book. Call this scent whatever you want, but this will forever be the smell of the honeysuckle sticker in my Winnie the Pooh book I had when I was a kid. And every time I smell it, I literally transport back to that front room where I read that book for years and years and years as a kid. We moved from that house when I was 8, but I can see myself in that room sniffing this book, probably listening to the Police on the radio, because oh my gosh, you guys, it's crazy. It is crazy. I'm going to be really sad when I hit pan on this shade, because I've enjoyed it so much. Right before I was panning this one, I was panning the Clay Play Volume 1. So I've really been enjoying these. I do have, as far as I know, I have one more palette with a powder in it that I could use as a setting powder, and I'm going to dig that out, and I'm going to replace this one with that one hopefully next month. And after that, I think I'm out of palettes with setting powders from my collection, unless I just start digging into random eyeshadows. But yeah, we're getting through these. But yeah, 29 uses. Next month when I have pan on this, I'll tell you what my overall usage on that pan was, and we'll compare it to the Clay Play Volume 1 and see if they were about the same, or if there was any big discrepancy in uses between virtually the same product in 2 different palettes. but different ages. That would be the variable. This one's a little bit newer and that one was a couple years older. So that would be the main variable, but it'll be interesting to compare the two, hopefully at next month's update. So that is it for this update, you guys. Not much to talk about, like I said, but I still had to hop on here and share with you guys where I'm at with this project because I am still working on it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.